Hello and welcome to this video. Thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's live stream. I really do appreciate it and I hope you enjoy. Today we are going to be watching the game between Brentford taking on Arsenal. So Brentford are a very good side who have just been promoted to the Premier League after a win in the playoffs against Swansea to get into the Premier League. Thanks so much to everyone who's joined in. Marcus, thanks so much for joining in English Football Channel. Thanks so much for joining in as well. Hope you are all doing well. So I'm just getting used to everything because everything's in a different format from what I'm used to. Yeah, thanks so much to everyone who's tuning in. Feel free to get involved in the chat. Let me know if the music is too loud. I'm sure my girlfriend will be messaging me being like, the music's too loud. But yeah, feel free to get involved in the chat as well. I would really appreciate it. How are you all doing today? We'll have a look at the lineups and what we are expecting today on this game. I've gone for a 1-1 draw in this one. I've gone for a 1-1 draw because I just fancy that they might get something today because they're missing Lacazette, they're missing Aubameyang. Those two are both out ill. Major, thanks so much for tuning in. Ill. It seems a little bit weird that both of those two players would be key. Two key players would be out. Yeah, but let me know about the music as well, Major, if you would. I really appreciate it. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. We'll have a look at the lineups in a minute. It's got so many tabs open. I'm so not used to. I've had all day to prepare, and I've not got it right, which is really annoying. But we'll have a look at the team lineups. Chris, thanks so much for joining the stream. How you doing? I see you've got a girlfriend. Tell me all about her in the chat. I would really be interested to hear who she is and what she does and how old she is and whatever else information you want to tell. Let me know. Right, okie. Music is fine. Brilliant. Thank you so much, Major. Raya is in goal. David Raya. Aya, Canos, Rico Henry, Janelt, Janssen, of course, from Leeds, and Buemo, Norgard, Pinnock, Ivan Toney, of course, the main man, and Onya Keka. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but let me know. Leno, Balogun, Chambers, Lakonga, Mari, Martinelli, Pepe, Smith Rowe, Tierney, Ben White starts, as does Xhaka, just my usual self. Thanks, everyone knows me. So yeah, so things are going. I hope you like the new setup as well. We've got a new setup. However, we are. That's better. There we are. Right, okay, if you haven't already, feel free to hit the like button. How has everyone's pre-season been? Have you watched any games? I've not gone to a game for 2 years. 2 years without going to a game. However, on Tuesday, I'm going to Plymouth versus Cambridge in League One for the first time in any football stadium since... Oh, no, wait a minute. I went to Exeter in 2020. It's January 2020. So 18 months I've gone without watching a football match. But, yeah, I got a job. Where did you get the job, Major? I'm really interested to find that out. I hope you like the new layout. Everything's pretty much the same, just a little bit of a different layout. So I've got my video on my stream. She's not a football fan. She watches that Love Island garbage. Well, nothing wrong with Love Island if you're into it. But I'm not into that. I've never watched an episode. I seem to have like a recollection that there was a Love Island years and years and years ago, and I think I watched that, but 2 weeks ago. Yeah. But where? Is it like a supermarket or something like that? There's Ben White on the screen. Need to change it because I can't see it on the regular mode. There we are. So yeah, nice to be back. I'm hoping to do a lot more watch-alongs. For those who don't know, I did talk about this before the end of the last season. I have a new job at Curry's. It's going okay. I'm trying my best, and that's all I can do. Mailman. Oh, like a Royal Mail. Interesting. Is that good? Really nice. Really nice. So yes, that's what I do currently for a living. And yeah, it's going okay. Games. I did a predictions video. Not many people seem to have watched it, but I did do a predictions video, and that is it's been live since yesterday. In terms of games tonight, Rangers are currently 1-0 up against Dunfermline in the Betfred Cup second round, which is actually not called the Betfred Cup second round anymore. Is the Premier Sports Cup now. There's a game in Germany as well. Busch and Gladbach are currently beating Bayern Munich. There's a game in La Liga tonight. That's their first game. And Lorient are taking on Monaco in France. So we'll keep across all of those games. As well, took my sister to Old Trafford to see Man United versus Everton. It was a hell of a goal. Because I was watching it and my friend, I'm not sure if we're friends, but somebody I work with, I hope they cast as my friend, he showed me the goal by Bruno Fernandes. It's a brilliant, brilliant goal. Brilliant goal. I watched Carlisle in pre-season apart from the behind closed door game against Everton on TV, and been to Carlisle first 2 games in League and Cup, Colchester and Sheffield United. Very, very good. It's Hereford played Everton under-23s once in a friendly, and they've had Ross Barkley playing, and he was very highly rated at the time. I went to watch my local a week ago. That's Borough Rangers, is that right? Or I made it up? I might have made that up. I think it's Borough. At least somebody on the channel supports Borough Rangers. Those are the stats. Played Celtic B. Nice. Hope you enjoyed it. I don't know if you're a big Celtic fan. Ange Postecoglou is Bonus United. I'm not sure why I said Borough Rangers. It must be someone else. Yes, Bonus United. And Ange Postecoglou is now in charge of Celtic, isn't he? And he had an iffy start in the Europa League. 14 people watching. Thanks so much to everyone who's watched so far. As I said, Mönchengladbach are currently beating Bayern Munich. I would say it's been an interesting start to the season. Carlisle on and off the pitch. I see one player had gone to Aaron's someone. He'd gone to Wrexham. Champions League. Champions League now in Europa League. I thought it wasn't right that they were in the Conference League. I knew they'd definitely gone down one. So we've got the stats that I'm not sure how well this will work, but we've got the stats. There we are. It's for both sides. So red is Brentford, and blue will be Arsenal. Shame about the Euros lost. Yes, the Euros loss. I was gutted. I was gutted. Heartbroken. Heartbroken. There's been so many times, both club and country, I've watched my side lose on penalties, and it happened one more time. But we need to remain positive, because we have done so well to get to this point. We've broken so many barriers down in the last few years. We won a penalty shootout for the first time since 1996 and 2018. We finished in the semi-finals. First time we got to the semi-finals since 96 in 2018. We finished third for the first time ever in 2019. We beat Germany, for crying out loud. So things are doing well. We are improving. We are breaking down barriers. We got to a final for the first time in 50 years. We're doing very well. We're doing very well, and we need to continue this trajectory. I don't know what to do with my YouTube channel. Just don't do what I do and leave it for months and months and months, and then expect loads of people to be here when they come back. Successful tournament for English, regardless, exceeded my expectation of it. Yeah, they did. They did. And there's nothing better, because our country can be quite divided at times over things like COVID and Brexit and whatever else. Just having the country united about wanting us to do well and everyone in the same boat, it was nice. It was nice to believe as well. And when Sterling scored against Germany and Kane scoring the penalty rebounds, you know, really, really nice moments. And we're getting there. We're getting there. I believe we will win your World Cup next year. I fought it for 10 years. Well, I've literally fought it for 12 years. Thoughts on Joe Willock joining Newcastle? Brilliant. Thank you for tuning in, Jaden, as well. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'm really, really impressed with it. I really like Joe Willock. He did incredible while he was at Newcastle last season, and he is someone that could improve while he is at Newcastle and go on to be sold for further money. I think 25 million is quite a good move. I feel like, yeah, very, very good, very good. I wasn't singing that nonsense. What is coming home? I'm fully on board. I listen to it every day for about a month. I have a problem. I have a problem with that song. I don't know why. And then when we lost, I started listening to the 96 version where it's like, we still believe. At least there's progress. Yes, there is progress there, definitely. Safe to say I went mad when Shaw scored in the final. I knew it was early. I was really happy and I went crazy, but I knew it was early. I knew it was a bit too early, so I didn't get carried away. Rangers are now 3-0 up against Dunfermline. Scott Wright and Hadji scoring for Rangers. It was really nice watching. And my girlfriend was watching it as well, and it was nice. I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. We are how long are we to kick off? 10 minutes until kickoff. So hopefully you can join me for the majority of the game, if not all of it. Connors Key Nomads taking the lead against Keffin Druids. Jordan Levi Davis with the goal, for those who care about the Connor Key Nomads. I think Kane should have got there to block Italy's goal. It was a bit of a mess, wasn't it, really, from what I can remember. My memory's not great on these things, but it was a bit of a mess. But they would have scored at some point. It's just how it is. They were battering us, and they would have scored at some point. All I'm saying is I don't wish Aaron Hayden the best. Completely mugged us off. The thing is, if you get a chance to go to a side who could pay you a lot more money, you're going to do that. Particularly if you're not from the area. Like, I don't know if he is from the area or not, but you know, at the end of the day, if I was playing for Rochdale and somebody offered me double the amount of money to go and play for Macclesfield, I'd probably go and play for them, because I don't have any real connection to Rochdale and I don't have a connection to Macclesfield, but Macclesfield would offer me double the money, I'd go and play there. So I think that's probably what's happened. Obviously, you know the situation better than I do. So it's going to be a 3-5-2 for Brentford this evening. But they are very versatile. Balogun is starting up front. I just realised none of the players I said... Oh, here we are. Yeah, so Balogun is starting up front. A 4-2-3-1 for Arsenal. I think it's a step down if you went to the league club, then it's fair enough. Yeah, same sort of situation happened with Paul Mullen, didn't he, at Cambridge? It's just how it is. Once again, your career's short. At the end of the day, like, if you think about, once again, burger chains, you could work at Five Guys and get paid a little bit more than McDonald's or something. But if somebody offered you a lot more money to go an hour to go and work at Burger King, even though it's a completely sideways move. Obviously, we're talking about burgers, and there isn't really a progression there. Do you know what I mean? But what I'm trying to say is it doesn't make any difference, really. What's your take on Jack Grealish? Personally, I think you spent too much money. Nothing wrong with spending money, Marcus. I personally think it doesn't really matter how much you spend money on it. People forget about it in a few years. Not even that. I think it was a lot of money. Yes, I wouldn't have paid it myself. But if anyone can get the best out of him, it's probably Guardiola. He knows what he's doing. End of the day, if we're moving on from him, we can replace him. We've got 150,000 to spend on his replacement. Exactly, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Or you could do lots of different things with it. You don't have to just spend it all on one go. I think I might be going to 20. That's very, very good, my friend. Very good. You're doing really, really well. You should be very proud of yourself. What's your take on Jack Grealish? I've already answered that one. Yeah, I just say it is a lot of money. Of course, it's always going to be a lot of money when you're signing a player that's English, that's young, and that's exciting and hungry. You're always going to pay over the odds in that situation. Whatever it takes. But yeah, we'll keep an eye on the other games that are happening across Europe. I would sign replacement and another top forward. That's what I think. They probably won't spend any of it. They probably just buy. They might spend a little bit, but they'll probably keep most of it. Makes sense during these COVID times. Hope everyone's been out having a nice time. Now we're living without restrictions, or you can do whatever you want. Really, that seems to be the guidance. Brentford fans have packed the stadium out to its rafters. I'm sure Arsenal are all sold out as well. Tonight is Brentford's first division game for over 474 years, and the last one was against Arsenal. Brentford are the 50th different club to play in the Premier League. I reckon I could get most of them. It's nice to see the ground see a full ground. Yeah, for the first time in the Premier League since ages, years. Feels like years. It's not quite years. It's going to be lovely to have a full attendance. Like I say, I'm going to a game soon, and I'm looking forward to it. Most quality player, but we still have hope we can get the playoffs. I think that'll be a really good season. Yeah, Brentford have made a total of 3 Premier League appearances between the players who they have. Arsenal have made 2,000. So a lot of different experience there. Not sure who those players would be. Well, they're singing their arts out. If you haven't already, feel free to hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. Oh, it's nice. It's really nice having the fans back. So if you haven't already, feel free to put your predictions into the chat. Love to know how you think the game will go. Personally, as I say, I've gone for a draw. I think a draw is probably unlikely. I think Arsenal should have enough. But with the big 2 strikers, could be an interesting one for today. Drew 0-0 at home to Colchester, but I was impressed with our best centre-back leaving the club 2 hours before the game kick-off delayed. Is that Clough pulling out before 1? It's not good. That's all right, isn't it? That's all right. Players are getting onto the field now. There's Smith Rowe, Tierney, 2-1 Brentford. Saying 3-2 Brentford. Anyone going to go for an Arsenal win? I would certainly go for an Arsenal win, but I've gone for a draw. You're going to get stung by the bees. Sign in the stand. Oh, lovely stadium. Really nice stadium. Really nice stadium. It's the first time. It's the first time they've been able to have it to its full glory, which is nice. I think Arsenal and Everton have enough to stay up. I think they'll be all right. I think they'll be all right. I don't think they'll get relegated this season. Next season might be a possibility, but this season, I'm pretty sure they'll be okay this time. Here come the Brentford players. Still no shaking of the hands at the moment due to COVID restrictions. Is that restrictions? I'm not sure. No, due to COVID, there's none of that going on today. They're just going straight to lining up. At least I think so. Anyway, it'd be very embarrassing of me if it did then. That did then happen. So Thomas Frank's side he has gone with for his first Premier League game. David Raya is in goal. Or Raya, I think. Aya Janssen Pinnock is the back three for Brentford. Canos is on the wing backs role, as is Rico Henry. Both have been very, very key in the rise of Brentford. Norgard is in midfield. Onyeka and Janot Mbembo and Tony as well. Tony came off the bench, they're saying, for Newcastle many moons ago. I remember he was at Newcastle. I think he had spells in a lot of places like Northampton and Shrewsbury, and obviously he was at Peterborough as well. So he's had spells in lots of different places. Leno is in goal. A back four of Chambers, White, Pablo Mari, and Tierney. Granit Xhaka, Smith Rowe, Lokonga are the midfielders. And then Pepe, Balogun, and Martinelli are the three up front. Been with my girlfriend for a month, which is quite good and already quite good already with my attitude. Yeah, that's good. You should be nice to her, man. You should be nice to everybody, but you should certainly be nice to everyone. Be nice to everyone. That's important. Nelson Saka is on the bench. Elneny is on the bench. Maitland-Niles is on the bench as well. Cedric is on the bench as well. Like I say, no Aubameyang, no Lacazette, no Gabriel, no Thomas Partey, and no Nketiah. All of them have injuries. Except from Lacazette and Aubameyang. They're both ill, apparently, according to Mikel Arteta. Fans are packed in. It's like, it's nice to have them back. It's not been the same without them. Arsenal are playing in a deep blue. It's more like, yeah, it's quite a dark, really dark blue, really. It looks like it anyway. So that's their kit. Red and white stripes for Brentford. And they're just going to take the knee for the start of the game. Ivan Toney standing. Doing his own movement. And the game is underway. Yeah, as a Liverpool fan, I am 50-50 on this season. I think it will be a... I don't know. It depends what business they do towards the end. It doesn't look like they'll put up any trees this season, but I think a couple of players they could do with just maybe bolster the midfield a little bit. Oh. Corner to Arsenal. Arsenal have got the first corner of the game after 46 seconds. Take it short. Pepe. Tierney, midfielder, and another forward. Yeah, but if you don't sell Shaqiri, I don't think Shaqiri's gone, has he? Because you've got Shaqiri, Jota. Kinney shot straight at the goalkeeper. And then you've got obviously the front three. I suppose you could do with someone because I think Origi's left or is leaving. I think he's left. Is he leaving or left? Let me know. Paddock. I remember seeing Brentford in League 2. Last time I saw Brentford in League 2, they finished 14th that season, with my team being promoted. And then they swapped positions in the table. Brentford won the league and Hereford finished bottom of League 1. So they ended up swapping leagues and have never been in the same league since. Shaqiri seems to be going to Leon. Yeah, I think you probably could do with someone else just to freshen things up. I don't think there's anything wrong. Even if you won the league every season, just freshen things up, having a couple of signings each season, I think is always a very, very good. You know, City want to make a couple of signings. They want to bring in Grealish. They want to bring in Kane. It just means that it's just freshening things up, having new players, new ideas, new ways of doing things. So I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of shaking things up and doing things differently. David Raya goes out wide. Elliott seems to be staying. Yeah, because he had a good season with Blackburn, didn't he? He probably see how he goes on, but he might want to go in January. Brentford fans are creating a lot of noise. I haven't seen the Arsenal fans yet. They're usually loud and proud, but not out singing their London counterparts. Emil Smith-Rowe, very, very strong challenge there by Norgard. Michael Oliver just watching over the situation. If you haven't already, feel free to get involved in the chat. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Valencia are down to 10 men by the looks of things after just 3 minutes. And Rangers have now gone 4-0 up against Dunfermline Athletic. So they are well on their way to winning that one. You look forward to FIFA 22? Yes, I'm looking forward to FIFA 22. I'm thinking of getting it, but I'm not sure if I will. Usually I just play Football Manager, so hard getting rid of Origi. No one will play price we want. I think we should cut our losses personally and get rid. Yeah, I think sometimes with players like that, they can outstay the welcome just because they scored a very important goal. But I don't think that should happen. I think you should, if someone's not good enough anymore, you should get rid of them. And you've seen it. No, I hate to keep using City as an example, but City they've lost Yaya Toure, and then they lost Zabaleta, and they've lost Aguero, Kompany, David Silva. They've lost a lot of players. They keep refreshing the side, even once somebody's contract's up. And there's, the only player who's not in that situation is Fernandinho, who seems to just be a dinosaur, but seems to be absolutely incredible at what he does. He's 37. He's incredible. Should have told Origi after we won the Champions League. There's just too much sentimental value doing that. I remember when, you probably know who I'm talking about. Jimmy Glass scored the winning equaliser for Carlisle, keeping them up once, the goalkeeper, and then he left and they didn't have much of a career after that. I think he was on loan though. Showing my good knowledge there. 20 people watch. Thanks so much everyone who's tuned in so far. I really, really do appreciate it. We've had 11 likes. Or 10 likes. 10 likes. So much everyone hit the like button as well. I'm going to add channel membership soon. I've got everything set up for it. So it's just a case of activating it whenever that happens. I'm hoping for a big season this season. I'm going to try my absolute best. I am planning on moving next year, for those that care. Moving away from the Exeter area. So we'll see what happens. Here is Mari starting alongside Ben White this evening. What does everyone think of Ben White? It's a lot of money for Ben White. Is Ben White more overpriced than Grealish? It's a tough one. I wouldn't pay 100 million for Grealish, but I certainly wouldn't pay 50 million for Ben White. I'm not sure. I thought Grealish would be about 70 million maximum, but Ben White 35. So Probably. But I suppose it's all relative, isn't it? It's all relative. So it's 2 starters in the Arsenal lineup. Lokonga and Mari. Tavares is on the bench. He's only signed for a couple of million, wasn't he? So I can't imagine he'll be involved too much this season. But things do happen like that. Goal kick to Arsenal. Leno to take. Brentford have won their last 2 games, which are the friendlies, Valencia and Southend. Arsenal have lost their last 2, losing to Spurs and losing to Chelsea. Not sure where the Arsenal players are. Brentford are really pressing high, forcing Mari to put the ball out for a throw-in. Very, very good stuff from Thomas Frank. And that's what he'll be pleased to see. That's what he does. That's what he... I just realised that's not going to update, so I'll just take that. Here is Tierney. Tierney takes the throw-in. And throw-in to Arsenal. Arsenal have been a side that hasn't really clicked into gear under Arteta as much as they'd like. I know they had quite a good end to the season. They've had lots of good performances and produced a lot of points after a very, very, very poor start. But if they continue how they finished, they could have a very much improved season on last season. Leno, because they almost finished above Spurs, and Spurs were top when Arsenal were really, really struggling. Fiorentina have taken the lead in their game against Cosenza. Here is Emil Smith-Rowe. Smith-Rowe finds Xhaka. Xhaka out wide to Pepe. Good to move this from Arsenal. There's chance on the overlap. It goes to Smith-Rowe. Smith-Rowe out to Pepe. Pepe puts the ball in, looking for, I think that's the new player, isn't it? Lokonga, and saved by Raya. Good, very, very well done by Brentford. But a good move from Arsenal. Good move from Arsenal indeed. Arsenal will be looking at... I don't know, where do you think Arsenal should be finishing this season? For me, I think they will be looking at trying to get back into Europe at the bare minimum, trying to get at least Europa League. I think that's what they should be aiming for, trying to break into top 4, but I don't think they have got enough for the top 4. Think about the top 4. Liverpool should be stronger with Van Dijk back and bringing in Konate. United have brought in Varane and Sanchez, who should be stronger. Chelsea have got Tuchel now, and they've also brought in Lukaku, so they shouldn't be as weak as they were at the start of last season. And City have improved with Grealish and potentially Kane. So it's going to be hard to see where Arsenal fit into that top 4, but an improvement, I feel, would be... Because I think as long as Arteta is improving things, that's all they need at the minute until they get into the top 4. It's very important they continue to improve, and they have been improving. This last season, they struggled, they really did, and they were really, really falling behind everyone else, but they ended up finishing 8th, which I know wasn't in the Europa League, Europa Conference League positions, but it was just behind Tottenham. When you think of where they were and where Tottenham were at one point, they were top of the league in like November, they've done very, very, very well. Valencia, despite being 1-0, a man down, have gone 1-0 up. Colasola with the goal against Getafe. My girlfriend's got a bet on that game, but I can't remember which way she went on that one. Norgard goes out wide. Rico Henry finds Mbembo. Henry! Falling behind, headed on, and just over the bar from Brentford. Good move from Brentford there. Trying to create a gorgeous chance. Very well played by Brentford. I like the way they moved the ball there. They did. Thanks so much for everyone who's hit the subscribe button as well. I really do appreciate it. If If you haven't already, feel free to hit the subscribe button. We are one away from 11. We need more to hit 4,700, 600, 900, I think. So look at that. Great ball. Oh, off the post from Brentford. And Buemo with the shot onto the post. Really creating chances. They're really pressing them high. Arsenal have not got a minute to think about it. Tony with the ball forward. And Buemo with a shot off the post and away to safety. Great stuff from Arsenal in that one. A pull from Arsenal, really great stuff from Brentford. Brentford starting to create lots of opportunities in this game. Brentford started on the back foot, but are now on the back foot. And Arsenal are now on the back foot. Leno. Here is Balogun. He loses the ball. Onyeka tries to win the ball and wins a free kick. Very, very well done by him. Frank the Tank, I think he's been named Nigerian international. Got some good players, Nigeria. Thanks so much to everyone who's tuned in so far. I really do appreciate it. Hi, Nick. Thanks so much for tuning in. Yeah, all blonde. What I usually do, Nick, is I dye it. I dye it blonde. Well, I bleach it and then... Yeah, I bleach it blonde and then I have it and then I'll cut it and then I'll just have the blonde on top. And then I'll have brown sides until I bleach it again. So that's what I usually do. So I have spells of just blonde and then I have spells of a mixture. But I haven't actually had it just brown since October when I first dyed it. Thank you much for tuning in. How are you doing today? How do you think Ipswich will fare this season? Here is Emile Smith-Rowe. Emile Smith-Rowe going forward, looking for Balogun. Balogun plays it back. Oh, and there was Pontus Jansson to put it out for a throw-in. Very, very good move from Arsenal. They are playing the ball very, very well when they do get it there. There's a lot of space down his right-hand side. I think it's Henry on that side. They are finding a lot of space. They're creating a lot of chances. I am back to doing video again. Loving it. I'm so pleased. I'm so pleased. I think second in the league. That would be very, very good for Ipswich. Corner kick. Looks like it'll be Pepe to take. Puts the ball in. Headed away by Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney back there. A player that people seem to be pinning a lot of hopes on. He was top scorer in League One with Peterborough. He then moved to Brentford and was top scorer in the Championship. If he was top scorer in the Premier League, he would no longer be at Brentford. I'm sure of that. In the Premier League, rather. Mari. 74 years since the last Brentford top flight game. What a long time that is. So you think about your born, you'd already have your pension between that time. My gran can remember Brentford in the top flight then because she's in her 80s. But I certainly can't because I'm not in my 80s. 906 subs now. The England videos help boost me by 1,000 by the end of the season. I'm sure you'll get to 1,000 way before the end of the season, my guy. The Congo. Signed from Anderlecht. Tierney. Was been an equaliser in the Bayern game. Mönchengladbach 1, Bayern Munich 1. Robert Lewandowski with the goal for Bayern. Tierney. The Conga. Mari. Granit Xhaka. Mari. We will keep an eye on all of the games across Europe tonight. No games in the league. It's just this solitary game in England tonight. But there are games in France, in Italy. Not Italy, in La Liga rather. And in Germany, obviously, the Bayern game. Tierney's ball in. Crosses it in. Shot way by Pontus Jansson once again getting his head on. He will be coming up against Marcelo Bielsa's Leeds, of course, his former club this season. A similar thing happened. He was in charge. He was captain rather of Leeds. He had that first season under Bielsa. They missed out, and then the second season they got promoted. Then he left. He had one season with Brentford, and they missed out on promotion. Then got it the second time. So very, very well done by them. Here is Martinelli. Plays it out wide. Tierney. There seems to be handball, surely. Handball by Nicolas Pepe, and it will be a free kick inside the area to Brentford. Brentford's new stadium ground smaller than their old ground. Don't get that. Is it? Let's have a look. Thanks so much who ever hit the subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. What's it called? What's this called? Community stadium? No, the community stadium is 17,000. Brentford. I think Griffin Park is a lot smaller than that, isn't it? 12,000. Yeah, it's a 5,000 increase. It's a 5,000 increase. Which is quite a lot. 17,000 is a good size. I think the only thing that I could be worried about for Brentford is the fact that there's not much room for expansion. They've really packed them in. They probably have to build higher, and I don't think there's really room for that. It's really packed into the surroundings, so I don't think they'd be able to. But then again, it just depends on how they do. But they've done very, very well. Matthew Benham has been in charge for a while as the chairman and owner, and he has brought in they've got a lot of strategy with how they make their signings and where they get them from. You see them sign a lot of players from places like Denmark and France, and it has been into fruition. Think of the players they've sold: Ollie Watkins, Syed Ben Rama, Mope. They've signed so many players and sold them on for such a good amount of money. Very, very well run. Tierney. But when they need to sell for FFP and things, they do so. They're not holding on to these players. They're getting a good profit for them. Canos. Out for a throw-in to Brentford. Been an even game. I was expecting quite an even game. I thought they would give them a right good game, and that is what they have done so far. Been an open game. There have been chances for both sides. Aya. Onyeka puts the ball in. Away, only as far as Janssen. Or Aya, rather. Puts the ball back. Oh, it's cut only as far as Lokonga, who gets the ball away. Great chance for Brentford there. Janssen's going to play it back to the goalkeeper, is he? Yes, he certainly does. To Araya, who was signed from Blackburn, I believe. And he plays it only to Tierney. Plays it back to their goalkeeper, Leno. Hope to get a win. Who do you support? Yeah, who do you support? Are you an Arsenal fan or are you a Brentford fan? Probably an Arsenal fan. There's probably a lot more Arsenal fans than Brentford fans on the continent, on the planet, but could be a Brentford fan. Either way, welcome to the stream. Leno plays it out wide. I just realised Chambers playing. God, Chambers isn't good enough for Arsenal. I'm surprised he's still there. Is that a corner? That is going to be a corner kick to Brentford. Brentford have their first corner of the game. So it will be a corner kick. Tony is going up. He's just joining in there. Janssen has gone up from the back, so he will be looking at getting on. Edinburgh City have beaten Stenhouse Mere. Mönchengladbach and Bayern are 1-0 at the break in that one. Canos to take. It's free at the outside if you wanted to go that way. They have put the ball in. Looking for Tony. Really well battled there. And Mari gets it away. And it's back to the goalkeeper, Raya, who is well outside of his area. So they're going to not give up on the attack. They are going to go long. Headed on. And Buemo. Oh! Tried to get his head on it, but couldn't. It's still in the attack here, Brentford. Cannot score! Brentford have scored! And it's Sergi Canos. Lovely, lovely, lovely goal. Really well. They kept recycling the ball and kept recycling the ball, and they got the breakthrough. Lovely goal. Was he outside the area? Raya puts the ball in. Headed on. Comes to Mbuemo. Puts it back. They get it away only as far as about 30 yards out. It comes to Canos. Into the box. Shoots. Gets the better of Chambers. And into the back of the net. 1-0. Brilliant, brilliant goal. Well, Arsenal. Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, goal has been given. No VAR check. Well, they would have checked it, but no VAR decision. And Sergi Canos makes it 1-0. Thanks so much, everyone who's tuning in. I really, really do appreciate it. Sergi Canos with the goal. Brilliant, brilliant goal. And Arsenal are behind. And they need to get back into this and fairly quickly, because it would be quite an embarrassment if Brentford were to get another one. And it could be a tough, tough night for Arsenal. They really are missing a lot of experience. You look at the side here. You've got Leno, who's fairly experienced, and you've got Xhaka, who's fairly experienced. The other players are probably all fairly young. You know, Chambers is not the best footballer. He's quite experienced. Tierney has done very well for his age, but he is still quite young. And you've got players like Martinelli, Smith-Rowe, Balogun, Ben White. There's a lot more experience on the bench if they wanted to add a bit more experience. They've got Bellerin and El Nene, but not too many. Very young squad. Cedric as well. Here, Canos. He steps up and wins the ball, looking for Ivan Mbembo. And there is Mari. Mari does very, very well. Just realised I've got Football Manager open, which takes up a lot of my CPU. Or GPU. CPU or GPU? I don't know. Here is Xhaka. The decibel level has increased dramatically since that goal went in. Chambers. Out for a throw-in to Brentford. Brentford are really, really taking control of this game. Arsenal are at 6s and 7s, if you will. 42 people watching. Thanks so much for everyone who's tuned in so far. I really do appreciate it. We are 9 subscribers away from 4,900, so feel free to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. Raya is bringing the ball forward. Or Raya? It's Raya. I don't know why I keep saying Raya. Balogun plays it to Smith-Rowe. Won by Frank the Tank, but there is going to be an offside there, and it will be a free kick to the Bees. They're just saying. They're just saying that Chambers got the ball away from preventing it being a throw-in, a corner, but they're just not sure if the ball went out. But the check was given a goal, so it must have been okay. Brentford are currently top of the Premier League. Brentford. You said that 10 years ago, not me. Brentford are top of the Premier League as things stand. What a story that would be if that was the situation come the end of the season. Poor from Lokonga, and he's put it out for a throw-in. Very, very poor. Throw-in straight to Lukonga, who hit his knee and he's put it out for a throw. Showing the goal again. Besiktas have won their game 3-0. Lovely guys, showing it again. There are Arsenal fans in the stadium, none of which we've been able to hear because it's all been the Brentford fans singing along and chanting to their heart's content. Raya. Here's Ethan Pinnock. Goes long. And Ben White puts it out for a throw in. They keep putting the ball out for a throw in Arsenal. They're very, very much 6s and 7s. They're not playing the way they want to. Just showing the Arsenal fans now who are in silence at the minute. No chanting from the Arsenal fans whatsoever. How are you watching? I'm just watching the TV, buddy. Arteta out. Jan Frans Flans. One Fran Flans life. Hang on, tune in, dude. How you doing? Mike Dean is fourth official tonight. Arteta out. It's only one game in. We're only 27 minutes into a new season. But if it would pile a lot of unnecessary pressure if they were to lose this first game. Here's Canos again. Comes back to Canos and he puts it over the bar. Canos' second chance, one of which was a goal and one was put over the bar in the opening half an hour. Been a very, very good game so far. Leno goes long. They're singing sacked in the morning to Arteta are the Brentford fans. There's just a tribute to a gentleman called Robert Rowan who was involved. I remember him passing away. He was involved in Brentford. I remember reading it. It was very, very young. Not much older than me, really, which is startling, really. Very much. Very nice tribute. So after 28 minutes, that's how old he was when he passed away. And they're just clapping for the minute. Very, very nice. Pinnock heads away. Pepe. Ben White. Ben White hasn't had too much to do in this game. He's had a few touches. He's not done too much. Raya with the ball now. Aya. Canos. Janssen gets it away. And Buemo. Now they're playing it long. And can Buemo get there first? He can. Ivan Toney is up there. He's going to try and take on Ben White. Takes a bad touch. He's still going. He's surely. Oh, he's dragged it wide. Should have been 2-0. Should have been 2-0. Great chance for Brentford. They are really, really playing their well stuff. Cloudy, I'm watching it just on the TV. Very, very good. Very good from Brentford there. Could have been 2-0. Ben White was all over the place. But he took him on and he dragged it wide. If he'd have put it in the right place, it would have been 2-0. Arteta will not be happy with how the last 10 minutes or so have gone. Emile Smith-Rowe. De Croydon De Bruyne. Xhaka plays it out wide. Tierney. Balogun. Oh, sorry, it's a penalty. Oh no, it's not given. Thought it looked like it. Goal kick given. He's not appealing. Great move. No, he does well. Does well. Rico Henry there. Lorient have gone 1-0 up against Monaco in Ligue 1. And Edinburgh City are currently 1-0 up at half time against Stenhouse Moor. Muir. Here is Ivan Toney. Not had too much to do so far. They play it forward. Janolt. Ethan Pinnock. Norgard. Just playing the ball around. They're not going to go all guns blazing. They want to try and have as much control of this game as they can. Canos, the goal scorer in this one. And Buemo. Hi Mike, sorry I've been late. I've been busy laughing my head off at Arsenal. Hi Alex, and got to join the stream. Canos. Eight attempts so far, 5 for Brentford, 3 to Arsenal. So they are starting to have more chances, 1 shot on target each. Of course, Brentford's one was the pivotal one in this one. Aya, Pinnock, they're getting the olays every time they touch the ball. I can't remember the last time Arsenal had the ball. Very, very good footballist from Brentford. Play the ball long. Headed away by Mari. Martinelli, he does very well. Balogun's had a bit of space, but it's been closed down now. Pepe shot, and that is wide of the mark. Poor from Pepe. Yeah, very poor from Pepe. They are creating a lot of chances, but they're not coming to anything. They've had a couple of spells of chances, but nothing's come up from just how much Arsenal have fallen off. Soon they'll no longer class as a top side. Just poor. Yeah, they are a top 6 side at the minute, but they haven't finished in the top 4 for like 6 seasons now, something like that. It is very sad, really, because Arsenal are a really big side. And I think they'll be classed as a top 6 side for a very long time because of just the size of the club. And they pack out a 60,000 seater every week. And they're a very, very big side. However, they're not performing it on the pitch, not acting like a big side in the transfer market either. If they had the owners of Manchester City or Chelsea, they'd be a huge club. Huge club. They are already a huge club, but having all that money and they'd be very, very, think how much money they generate if they were, because they already have a huge, huge following. Dye your hair. It already is dyed. It's dyed to blonde, my friend. Arsenal look leggy. They've had several chances, but they've not come to anything at the minute. A lot of the chances are being dragged wide and whatever. Best chance besides the goal has definitely fallen to Brentford though, and they could have made it 2-0 in that one, but they missed it. And Buemo with the miss. Ben White. So Catherine Druids 0, Connor Key Nomads 1 in the Cymru Premier League. I think it's just the Cymru Premier. Xhaka. That's a foul on Balogun, and it will be a free kick to Arsenal. Arsenal, they're still not creating a lot of chances. Xhaka. Here is Kieran Tierney. Very, very highly rated by the Arsenal fans, and you can see why. He's good at putting the ball in. He's quick. He can defend and he can attack. Very, very good. Smith Rowe. Lack of squad depth for Arsenal is now being exposed. They've just been hit with a couple of injuries and just look how bare a squad that looks. Too many players at Arsenal that just aren't good enough. I think the problem is they haven't got much experience. You know, they've got Xhaka and they've got Leno. They've got Chambers, but he's not the best player. Oh, they almost given the ball away. And it, plays the... They should have done better there, Brentford. They close them down. They're pivoting about at the back again, Arsenal. And it's not the first time they've been caught out. Yeah, and they've got... And then they've got on the bench, they've got Hector Bella and they've got El Neni. They've got 3 or 4 experienced players on the that are injured. And there's so many young players currently in the starting lineup and in the matchday squad. And that's... it's good. It's good to see some many young players. Sometimes you do need a little bit more of a blend than they currently have. Kieran Tierney. To take this throw-in. Kompany in 37 minutes. Balogun's shot is well wide. Why the hell does Arteta want to keep Xhaka? Not good enough. It is a bizarre one, isn't it? I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what he sees in him that I don't. Obviously, he sees something in him, but I'm not sure what it is. But I suppose they're lacking experience. They're lacking experience, and Xhaka is very experienced in his role. So maybe that's what the thinking is. There is Steve Holland and Gareth Southgate watching the game. I think he's probably watching someone like Smith Rowe could be one of the players he's watching. Of course, Ben White, who's been in the England squad. I doubt he's watching Chambers, to be fair. Maybe he's looking at someone like Ivan Toney. Bukayo Saka is there as well. Obviously on the bench. Reece Nelson, Holding, Maitland-Niles are all on the bench. Could be Tony. Smith Rowe. Xhaka goes long and Balogun is really bullied off the ball, and it goes straight to Raya. If you haven't already, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. We're 8 subscribers away from 4,900, which I've never hit. Despite me having loads of time off and not doing YouTube, I've never hit 4,900 and gone down. So it would be nice to get up to there and try and aim for the 5,000 as quickly as we can. I did make a predictions video, so if you want to watch it after or during or whatever, you can. But I went for a 1-1 draw in this one, so I'm half right at the minute. Here's Rico Henry. Puts the ball in, headed away by Mari. It's going to go out for a throw-in to Brentford. Brentford have been the better side in this first half, and that is continuing at the minute. Disappointing from Arsenal, I would say. We'll go through the halftime scores at the break, and we'll also talk about the stats and how things are going and what we think will happen in the second half as well at halftime. Pinnock's ball in. Headed away by Chambers. And out for a throw-in to Arsenal. Pinnock didn't have the control of that. I went for a 2-0 Arsenal. Now I'm being punished for backing Arsenal. I just didn't fancy them, and it wasn't. I made the video and thought it before they were out without Lacazette and Aubameyang. I just had a feeling that they would struggle in this game. Come on, you Gunners, says Tommy. Tommy, thanks so much for joining the stream. Ben White. Leno. Mari. Ben White goes out wide, looking for Pepe. Finds Pepe. Brilliant ball by Ben White. It's a couple in the middle. He goes to Lokonga. Xhaka. Here is Kieran Tierney. Puts the ball in. Headed up in the air. Raya is going there and gets it, and it will be. Do you think Smith Rowe will be picked for the World Cup? I don't think he will be at the minute, but if he has a very good season, then obviously he probably will be. But it just depends how his season goes. If he has a very, very strong season, then I think he could be certainly in the preliminary squad. If he continues the way he has been in sort of the last season, then no, I don't see that happening. But he might do. It just depends how his season goes. Someone I really highly rate, and it would be nice to see him in the squad because he'd add a different dimension to some of the other players we have. Arteta needs to kick the players up the backside for the second half. Needs to do something, don't they? Need to do something. It's not been a very, very, very strong half for Arsenal. They have been very, very poor in this one. Raya pumps the ball long. Ivan Toney battling with White, and it will be a free kick to Arsenal. Xhaka. Samuel, thanks for hitting the subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. Lokonga to Ben White. Chambers looking to go long. And out for a goal kick. Well defended by Ethan Pinnock. Top scorers last season for Arsenal. Lacazette was in 17. Nicolas Pepe had 16. And Aubameyang had 15. And then you had Saka on 7. And Eddie Nketiah on 6. Two minutes to go until half time, plus whatever stoppages are added on. Here is Ben White. Loses the ball. Here's Ivan Toney. Onyeka. Tony's ball in, and no one can get there. Brilliant ball in, but just Janelt just couldn't get there. And Arsenal are let off the hook again. People watching, thanks so much for everyone who's tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Score prediction. My score prediction, Tommy, was 1-1 at the start of the game. I actually made it a couple of days ago, and I'm sticking with it. If Brentford win, this would be their biggest ever victory, right? In terms of like opposition and stuff, obviously it would be the playoff final that would be bigger, but yeah, for me, probably the biggest just single game. Obviously excluding sort of obviously I don't know Brentford's history, but I would imagine so. But the playoff final would be bigger than that. I'm back now with you soon. Hi Chris, I'm just joining back in the stream. Rangers have gone final up against Dunfermline. Kemar Roof with a penalty. Norwich down by Exmouth. Brentford 2. I think Norwich will struggle. Brentford, I'm hoping, stay up. Here's Martinelli, and the ball is away. We are going to be going straight into added time any second now. Tierney. One added minute. That's a minimum of one added minute. Here is Smith Rowe, who I was just talking about. Smith Rowe's ball in. Martinelli. Nicolas Pepe blocked. Very well done. They're really up for this. Really, really up for this. And Brentford win a free kick. And that will probably be the end of the first half once that's all sorted. Lazy Storm, thanks for tuning in. Lazy. Arsenal, come on. You don't look like a team that is playing in the big league. No, they're playing very poorly, if I'm being honest, Lazy Storm. But things can change, particularly after a stern talking to. Please stay this way so then we can see AFTV meltdown with fans fully back in. It will be nice to see them all back, regardless of the result. You know, seeing the fans back at their games, doing their fan cams will be very, very good. There we are at half-time. It is 1-0 to Thomas Frank's men. So 1-0. Sergi Canos with the only goal of the game. Can't wait for AFTV if Arsenal lose this. Brentford Kompany stay up. I don't think they'll go down either. I don't know why I just don't think they'll go down. Southampton, Brighton and Norwich to go down. Brentford, Palace and Norwich to go down. I think Norwich will go. I think Watford will go. And I think it will be Southampton that goes. I just think Southampton might struggle. So, half-time. How are we looking stats-wise? And how are we looking at the other games? So if we have a quick look at the other games first of all. There are games taking place across Europe, as I've said. 1-0 in this one, obviously. Germany. France, it's 1-0 to Lorient. That's at half-time as well. Germany is 1-1 between Mönchengladbach and Bayern Munich. There's a few games on League of Ireland as well. Eredivisie, Herner Vane are beating Go Ahead Eagles. And then there is a game in Spain. Rangers are 5-0 up in the League Cup. And Valencia are currently beating Getafe despite being 1-0 down. Where am I? I support Arsenal, but if Arteta's carry on, he has the way he has. I see Arsenal in the Championship in the next 5 years. I don't think that will happen because if things got really bad, they would just sack him. They wouldn't continue with him if they were on the verge of relegation, would they? I don't think Arsenal will. I think Arsenal will have a better season than they did last season, Tommy. I really do. One will stay up. Brentford, I think, will be that team. Very rare that 3 teams go straight back down. Yes, it's true. It hasn't happened, certainly in my lifetime, as far as I'm aware. It's very bizarre if 3 teams go straight back down. We've had 3 survive, which happened the season Huddersfield were promoted. I can't remember who the other 2 were. Was it Wolves? And someone else. But I think they... Newcastle, wasn't it? Newcastle, Brighton and Huddersfield it was. They all stayed up, didn't they? So that's very... I think Watford come to stay up too. I think they've got core experienced players in there. I think they're an aging squad. They haven't invested. They haven't got better. So that's what my thinking is. An aging squad, particularly if they lost Sarr, I think they could be struggling again. Watford will stay up comfortably. Remember, they've got the cycling goalkeeper. They might have the cycling goalkeeper. I just don't think they are good enough to stay up. But we all have different opinions. Watford will finish 15th. So I'm the only person who thinks Watford will go down. So you're all hammering me. Nice. Just how it is. I just see it. I just think they might struggle. Burnley might struggle as well. They've only signed Nathan Collins, really. I think they could struggle. Newcastle could struggle as well, but they have just signed Willock. So they might be okay. Yeah. No, it was just a joke. I don't care what people think, but that's just what I'm thinking at the minute. I'm thinking they might struggle just because they haven't invested very well. They struggled last season. But I really did struggle when I was putting my notes together on who would stay up. But that's what my thinking is so far. But obviously, some of you disagree. Burnley will go down with Norwich, I think. So you think Burnley will go down? Once again, they haven't invested too well, which seems to be the recurring theme with Burnley. It's just a case of whether Sean Dyche can continue his keeping Burnley up on pretty much a shoestring budget, it seems. I know they've got plenty of money because they're in the Premier League, but it does seem like they don't invest as much as the other sides. You know, if anyone in the Championship got promoted, say Cardiff, for example, or Middlesbrough, they'd go up and they'd spend a lot more money than Brentford, than Burnley. The Burnley don't seem to be spending too much money, which I think is always disappointed. But Jack, thanks so much for tuning in, by the way, dude. I really appreciate it. And same with everyone else who's tuned in, but I think Jack was the only new person. Now, stats-wise, we'll have a look, see how things are going. So, 62% possession to Arsenal. However, that possession is being used better by Brentford as they are currently winning. 7 attempts for Arsenal, just 1 on target. 5 attempts for Brentford, just 1 on target in that one, but obviously that is the goal. Free kicks, 5 apiece. Corner kicks, Arsenal's had 1 more. But not too much in it. I think Arsenal have had more of the ball and they've had more chances, but Brentford are using the ball very well. They're pressing very, very well, and I think that's the difference at the minute. Watford have signed Danny Rose, Josh King, adding to Sardini cleverly. Only weakness is the manager. Yeah, they've got an aging squad, but I think they have a... Yeah, my thinking is, though, I don't know what kind of Danny Rose they'll be getting. Josh King is obviously a very good player. They've signed some Ashley Fletcher from Middlesbrough. I'm not sure what that move is. Deeney and people like Gray, I'm not sure how they'll get on. But yeah, I suppose Josh King is a very, very good sign. Just have to see, I guess. I think UEFA have made it how far fans want VAR to be. Act like it doesn't exist while using it effectively. Yeah, that's... I think the ball is still in play in that one. Yes, but Watford could have a very good season or they could struggle. I just think they will struggle. But at the end of the day, it's all relative, isn't it? Because we don't know how... We have no idea, really. Just remember that we'll be able to see Arteta's team talk when they release the All or Nothing documentary. Yeah, that's going to be very good, Arsenal. They seem to get them, which makes me... Usually they have a crazy season where it goes on these All or Nothing documentary, or any documentary. Seems to be something crazy happens, so maybe we'll have to see what that is. I heard Watford are uncertain whether Sarr will stay or not in this window. He'll probably leave, won't he? Should be called Nothing or Nothing documentary. Yeah, that's a good idea. Just because Arsenal are going to win nothing. All for nothing, that's a good one. Be worth watching though, whatever happens, because Arsenal are always worth watching. But it makes you wonder, doesn't it, how things are. Makes you wonder how things are. That's what I'm thinking. Because you know Arsenal, you're going to get drama, and you know there's probably stupid things going on at the club. You know, how will the Cronkies come across in the documentary? It's all going to be very interesting. AFTV plus that documentary will be lovely. Yeah, I suppose they'll do like a reaction to it, won't they? Yeah, I think they'll do a reaction to it. It looks like we'll be heading into... Is it Amazon that doing the documentary? If it's All or Nothing, then it's an Amazon documentary, usually. Arsenal really needed to sign a new striker. But they have got strikers. They've got... It's just that... I think the problem is, Tommy, is that they have Aubameyang and Lacazette missing. If they had those two, where would this new striker fit in? They probably wouldn't. I want Liverpool to do one, but Klopp said he wouldn't do it, he said. Oh. I think it's good. I think it's good to show fans a different side to it. There's a lot of it that we don't understand, we don't know. And there's a lot, you can really get a sense of how things are. And sometimes it comes across good. And other times in the Sunderland documentary, for example, it comes off like absolute chaos. And it's all good. Bring on William, move Martinelli to LST. Is William on the bench? William is not on the bench. Also main weakness in midfield. I think they have weaknesses all over the pitch. Another Warnock one. Yeah, that would be very fun. That would be very fun. Lacazette has been alright. Xhaka been poor. Yeah, Xhaka's pretty poor. But he's experienced. Martinelli maybe going out wide would be better. They could bring on Reece Nelson or Saka to make that move as well. Seems to quite like Xhaka though, doesn't he? Needs to be some shouting going on outside. bring on Saka. Yeah, I mean, he could bring on Saka. He could bring on Nelson. I'd probably bring on Saka, though, just because he's a bit better. You know, he could make he could make a change straight away. He might make a straight. Why is there 9 subs on bench? I think that's it, isn't it? They're only having 3 subs, but they're having more on the bench. Can you tell us what subs they bring on? Yeah, I'll tell you what subs they bring on. But on the bench at the minute, they've got Bellerin, El Nene, Hine, the goalkeeper, Holding, Maitland-Niles, Nelson, Saka, Cedric, and Tavares, the new signing from Benfica. Is that right? So they've got options. They've got several options. It's just they need to bring on Saka and maybe Martinelli. Martinelli's on the bet already on the pitch. He's just not having very much of an impact. So if they brought on Saka for maybe Balogun, they could move Martinelli to a more essential role. What's the point in 9 if Lugan is free? It just goes back to the old way of EFL 7 sub. I don't know. But I suppose it gives them more options. So, for example, if you had 9 subs, you could have more options. So, if something went dramatically wrong and you had to have 3 Maitland-Niles, I see. You know, you had someone, just say you had 3 injuries at the back, you might not have 3 defenders on the bench. But with 9, you'd have 3 defenders on the bench. So it does give you slightly more versatility. I think with Bolton and the EFL, and particularly the non-league as well, there's just no call for 9 subs. Like a 20 player match day squad is just not needed, because most sides don't have many 20 players. They don't have enough players to fill that, really. So I don't think it will ever happen. It'd only happen if squads become bigger. What do you support? Who do I support? I support a team called Hereford, who play in the National League North. Not very good. But my favourite Premier League team is Manchester City, and I've recently got a Man City jacket for doing well on my GCSE English result. Most sides go out of the cup competitions early as well. Most sides do go outside, out the. I suppose there's always sides who do well in these things. 28 if you watch. Thank you much for everyone who's tuned in so far. Really do appreciate it. Just showing Sergio Canos' goal again. We will be getting into the second half any minute now. 45 minutes left. I haven't seen my girlfriend all day, so it'd be nice to see her when I'm finished. Oh, I did see her for a few seconds, but nice to see her when she's done. Benefits teams fighting for promotion to get knocked out early. Yeah, it does. It does benefit teams to get knocked out early, but usually they do anyway. Yeah, it's always nice for your fan. You know, say you get to the 3rd round, win a couple of games, and then play Man City or Man United or whatever, and sell out the stadium. Then you've made plenty of money from it. You have a seat, the TV. So I think that makes sense. And I always think you should play your best 11, but I can understand why championship sides don't, because. But if you're Morecambe or Accrington or Barrow, you might want to a bit more. No, you don't. I read, Chris, that I think it was Jack that showed me actually that Andy Holt, the Accrington chairman, said there isn't any prize money. Is it me, or does the FA Trophy get taken more seriously than the Carabao and Papa John's Cup combined? Yeah, probably do, because you think about it, teams like Wrexham and Fylde and Kidderminster and Hereford and Stockport, most of those sides won't go to Wembley, particularly the sides that aren't in the National League or those that aren't fighting for promotion. So they're going to take it extremely seriously because they'll have a chance to get to the final of a competition and win it, and that doesn't happen very often, particularly for the littler sides. However, once again, it isn't. Sometimes a lot of the sides make changes if they are fighting for promotion simply because they don't want extra games. They want to be focused on getting promotion. Remember when Carlisle beat Brentford in the EFL Trophy in 2011? Yeah, I was aware they won it. Wasn't aware that it was against Brentford. Very, very good. You know, it's a big thing. We'll be talking about that for years to come. It's a massive thing. As Man City winning 4 consecutive Carabao Cups, you know, I can't even remember who most of them were against because it's a regular occurrence going to Wembley. The EFL Trophy needs to go. Nothing wrong with the EFL Trophy. There's just a problem with the under-23s, I think. We are going to be heading into the second half. Arsenal are out. Brentford are also out. We are going to be heading to the second half any second now. Martin, Tyler and Carragher are the commentators. There we are. Second half is underway. Hopefully it'll be as lively. But it's always a bit of a slog the first sort of 10 minutes because people are getting back to their seats. People are eating their pies. They've just had a pint. Some of them are still in there having their pint and whatever. So sometimes the first 10 minutes it's a little bit quiet. I think I said to you the other day that the EFL Trophy should just be 48 teams and either do 16 groups of 3 or 12 groups of 4 teams. Just whatever would make the competition maybe a bit shorter would be quite good. I think that would be better. Not for me because one League One or League Two club gets to win a trophy. Yeah, that's it. I think that's it. It is very important to those sides. You know, if you get to win, you know, if Hereford won the AFTV Trophy, we're talking about it for a long time. If they won the EFL Trophy, I'd be talking about it a long time. Very, very good. In which Latter also has 8 to 12 finishes. Yeah, I don't like that format. It should just be straight if they can do it. No pissing about with third teams going through. MTK Budapest are currently losing in their game. Losing at half time. Arteta has had 14 games. He has drawn 4 and lost 10 and never won a game when he's been losing at half time as Arsenal manager in the Premier League. That is a very poor record. Well, the 13 plays through them. Yeah, I would. But it just doesn't, it's not a good look, is it? So remember years ago, they used to have teams having buys. No, I don't like the under 23 times it being in there, but sometimes I suppose if is there evidence that the under 23s being in there has produced better players? And I think once you answer that question, you probably know whether it's a system that needs to be in there. And even then, it's a bit of a hard sell. Xhaka. Tierney's ball in and straight at Raya. Damaging statistic for us here. Yeah, it is. It's very, very poor. It is very, very poor. You know, you should be able to turn things around. But it's interesting to see how he does in this one. 23s don't get far anyway since they came in, which you would expect. They don't. I think Chelsea got to the semi-finals or the final and they played Lincoln the one year when Lincoln beat Shrewsbury. I can't remember anyone getting as far as that since. That was a few years ago. But I just don't follow it with great gusto. Ben White. Before the groups were introduced, including the final, only 6 rounds involved. Sammy being 2 leg. Surely that format was better. Whatever makes it shorter. I know that's a boring answer, but whatever makes it shorter. 3 teams just starting off in ground 32. Yeah, like I say, whatever makes it shorter. Mari. But I think a change up might be good, but it just depends on how the other teams feel. Like I said, I think they'd be able for anything that would make it shorter or easier to qualify. Free kick to Brentford. Ivan Toney winning the free kick. Who's in my thumbnail today? Most teams would play second team in the FL Trophy anyway. Yeah, which is fine. I don't like the rule of having to play. You have to play a certain amount, don't you? Which isn't very good. Do you want to be a commentator when you're older? I am old. I'm older than you think. I don't think I'd make a good commentator. I just want to be happy and be happy with whatever I'm doing. Mari. Yeah, I started doing my my GCSEs again to try and maybe do like a degree or something. How old are you? I'm 25. Which isn't that old, but certainly not young anymore. Got fined FM once not playing enough players in the previous league game. Yeah, I don't understand that rule at all. It's not a very good... I understand why. People say I'm a good pundit. I would be a good pundit. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I mean, everyone, just a case of, you might want to, maybe it's hard to become a pundit, but you might want to go into like journalism or media or something. I thought you were around. You're a nice person, Tommy. A very nice person. But yeah, I get told quite a lot. I look about 20, but I am indeed 25. But I haven't got much beard at the minute. Maybe with the beard, you'll think I'm a bit older. Anyway, back to the game. 27 people watching. Thanks so much, Evan. Is it me who thinks Martin Tyler isn't that good anymore? I quite like Martin Tyler, but you're not alone in your thoughts. Here's Emma Smith-Rowe going through. Saved by Raya. Brilliant save. Great chance for Smith-Rowe. Saved by Raya. It is poor, Sandro. It is poor. Not a chance I would want to be in the media. All that stuff to say it nicely. Yeah, I can understand why you wouldn't, but, it might be something that you're interested in. Maybe doing a bit of writing or something might be good. It just depends what you want to do. Sometimes if you can't find a job, you have to make your own job. Mari. Mari goes out wide. Here is Tierney, a brilliant tackle there, and it will be a free kick. At least Sky have sense and let him do what he wants until retiring rather than AFTV should be replacing Clive with Matterface of all people. I couldn't understand that one. Must have been a reason for it. Pepe tries to play in Martinelli, but it falls to Raya, the goalkeeper. David Raya playing well. David Raya is playing extremely well. Do you think that someone is missing in front? I mean, all of our rival sport world-class strikers. Yeah. I think... I don't know, because Aubameyang and Lacazette are all very good strikers. Bramo. Canos' ball in. I feel like Raya could really make a name for himself this season. Yeah, he could. He's playing well. When Divock Origi doesn't leave this summer, I heard he's going to write a book like J.K. Rowling while he doesn't play for the whole season. What a novel. Yeah, I think Arsenal's striker situation, it's just a case of how Aubameyang does. I wouldn't do a whole season where you think about how Aubameyang did. If he had a poor season this season, then it's time to get rid and bring another striker in, but I'd give him the benefit of the doubt at the minute. Arsenal are a joke of the club. They're not a joke of a club. They just struggle. At the end of the day, if you don't get the right investment, then they're going to struggle. Tomorrow, Bolton will actually face a legitimate club rather than a fake one last week. Who are you playing, my friend? I know who you played last week. It was Milton Keynes Dons. Ivan Toney's picked up a knock here. Look like he's holding his knee. Doesn't look good. The real Dons. Oh, weird. Weird that you're playing them both in the space of 2 weeks. Yeah, I think Arsenal attack is okay. It's more midfield. I think could do with a bit of an upgrade. They signed Partey. I think that was a good move last season. Strengthening that sort of back line would be, and the back line as well would be good. Who did they appoint, Alex? Russell Martin left for Swansea, didn't he? Saka is warming up, as is Reece Nelson and Mohamed El Nene. Pinnock. Let's go have a drink of squash because I'm all out of Pepsi. They need right back, better midfielder alongside Partey. Yeah, I think a midfielder definitely would be better. Right back, I could agree with as well. Manning. I don't know who you mean. You think like a new signing would be on the front page of BBC News, but it's not. A new manager. Manning. Liam Manning. Huh. Interesting. I wouldn't have picked that one. Here's Pepe. Pepe goes out wide. Tierney puts the ball in. Smith Rowe. Ball comes in, looking for Smith Rowe, does well, and Janssen gets it away. Throw in to Brentford. Decent track record. Well, I suppose sometimes it's good to go with someone different. Like Pochettino was someone random, and look how well he's done. When Southampton had him. Graham Potter as well. He was playing in Sweden, managed in Sweden rather. Thomas Frank was a really left field as well. We're talking of Brentford. Just going to turn the aircon on. It might become very loud. If it is loud, I have got like a noise cancellation on. Let me know if you can hear it or not. If it's loud. Parcelle en français. Not sure what that means, but I don't speak French. 56 minutes gone. It's currently 1-0 to Brentford still. Camera's just gone a little bit. Hi, it's been a while. Hi, Mash. Thanks so much for joining in. How are you doing? Thank you so much for joining the stream. Not sure why it's really out of focus. You're working streaming tomorrow. I'm working tomorrow. I'm off Sunday. Yeah, I'm off Sunday. So there will be a stream Sunday. Monday, there's no football. Tuesday, I'm going to Plymouth. Next week, I'm off on Saturday, so there will be streams there. I'm thinking of doing like a not match of the day, like a Soccer Saturday thing, but I'm not sure. How is things in Russia, Imaj? Here comes Bukayo Saka, replacing Balogun. And they're all Everyone's applauding him on their feet for Saka. How lovely. Here he comes. Oh, that's really nice. Really, really nice. I'm off a bunch of Saturdays this month. Jack. So I will. Yeah, so should be one of the Saturdays. I'm sure I will. Senate season started 3 weeks ago. How are you getting on? Only start, isn't it? Is that due to like a winter break? Saka. Shaka. There is some booing of Saka, which isn't very nice. Tony, looking for Mbuemo. 28th. I think I'm not working the 28th either. I have to make it sure that I work every other weekend. 2 month debate, that would explain it. Ben White. Oh, wait, no, you're right. I think it is. I think it's every time he touches the ball. I don't know. I'll keep an eye on it. There is an injury. Player down. Look like it's Aya. And that on the hour mark. If you haven't already, feel free to hit the like button. I would really appreciate it. And subscribe if you are new. There's going to be a player coming on for Brentford. Played 3 games, 3 wins, top of the league to end the title. Very, very good, Imash. So Ira is still down, having a chat with the physio. I think Brentford keep booing when Arsenal are in position. I don't know, because it seems to be a lot more when he's got the ball. We won Russian Super Cup versus Lokomotiv Moscow too. Brilliant. Sounds like a really good start to the season. Looks like Aya is coming back onto the pitch. Keep an ear out for that. Very unfair if it's the case. I don't know. I could be reading far too much into it. Here we are. Yeah, definitely. Definitely booing him when he gets the ball, which is very sad. Keep an ear out. Of course, the opening season goal would have Varkovs. And there's nothing they could do. They can't see. There's nothing they can do. So as far as they're aware, the ball's still in play. Rotherham won more trophies than Liverpool last season and already won more this season. That's very mean, I imagine. I heard that. Very disappointing. Very, very sad if that's the case. It looks like there's a player down. It's going to be a quick drinks break for the Brentford players. That is Norgard having a drink. Mari is having a drink as well. I think he was the player that was down. So he's got a cut on the mouth. Looks like a cut on the mouth. Anyway, they're carrying on without Pablo Mari. Pepe. Ben White. Xhaka. Did everyone enjoy the Euros? How did you think the Euros went? I'm sure some of you enjoyed it just as much as I did, with a painful ending. Ben White. He gets it away after being pressed. Saka. Here comes Tierney. Here comes a counter-attack. Smith Rowe. Pepe. Lokonga. Saka leaves it and... Ooh. Off behind for a corner from... Behind from the corner from Tierney. I wonder if people like Enya Luco still think watching the TV is the same as watching this same event. Yeah, I remember that. That was when it was talking about the paying to watch the game, wasn't it? That was very strange. Very weird. Very off the mark. Corner from Arsenal. Oh! Great ball in. And it was Martinelli. He should have done a bit better. It's gone out for a throw-in to Brentford. That's how poor it was. He should have done a lot better there. Great stuff. For what it was in. I didn't think it was in. I could see it went wide. When everyone was like, oh, I thought it was in. I was like, the commentators and stuff. And I was like, oh, I must have seen something different to me. But obviously it was. They have different things and stuff. I suppose if you're, I'm watching very close to the TV. So TV is literally this far away. So it is quite close. Thanks so much to everyone who's tuned in today. I really do appreciate it. Smith Rowe wins the ball back. But Brentford win it back through Janot. Burmo plays it out wide. Canos. Shoots! Oh, straight at the keeper. Watching at home, you don't get to speak to everyone you know around you and create about the game or create an atmosphere. Yeah, exactly. They have no idea. It's not the same thing at all. And surely her being a player would know it's not the same thing. You didn't get anything more extra for your money either. You just watched the game like the same way. If you've got like more of a match day experience or something. But at least that won't happen again. Brilliant! Give it him! Give it him! And Buemo! Saved! Brilliant save by Leno. And Burmo should have made it 2-0. I think it was offside anyway. Looks like there was an offside in the build-up. Ben White is struggling to contain Ivan Toney, a big, powerful striker. But Janot was offside in the build-up. Here is Saka. Saka does well. Interesting that Carabao Cup games going to pens. Quite a few teams going second. That's strange because usually it's the other way around. Here is Tierney. They get it away only as far as Xhaka. There's space for Chambers who hits it and blocked. Yeah, good save from Leno. Leno is, I think, quite a tidy goalkeeper. They were interested in bringing in Ramsdale. You think, why did they let Martinez go? Because he's a better goalkeeper than Ramsdale, isn't he? Chambers. I'm sure he probably wanted to leave, and that's why. To play first-team football after getting used to it. Here is Saka. Tuesday was the first time I've seen a shootout in a stadium. Much more tense than on TV. It never gets any easier, I don't think. Pepe. Does well, Pepe. Chambers. Smith Rowe. No one on the end of that cross. Good lunchtime kickoff, United versus Leeds. Yeah, I would keep an eye on it while I'm at work. Probably having the notifications on. Well, my dad will text me usually. That's what I usually do. I've only seen it once. Jack at Wembley. I've seen Hereford lose on penalties once, I think. And it was heartbreaking. The Congo. Reece Nelson is getting ready for Arsenal. They're going to continue to make subs. We only have 20 minutes left in this. Can't see United winning, to be fair. I decided to play it safe and my predictions won 2-2. I think United will win comfortably. I won 3-1. Leeds win. I don't think Leeds will win. I think it will be a United win. That's what makes football so good, is having the multiple opinions. Here's Smith Rowe. Looking for Saka. Finds Saka. And away by Ethan Pinnock. The Conga. Probably even more tense, in fact, we were taking second. Yeah, it is always a tense one. Arsenal's cross comes in. Oh, Xhaka with a shot. Probably should have done it better. He did really add some height on it. Don't want Leeds to win. We'd never hear the end of it. Be nice though. Nice to see Leeds beat United at Old Trafford. Hasn't happened since January 2010. Here comes Aya. Aya's coming off. And Mads Sorensen is coming on. Can't be as bad as would be for Liverpool though, surely. No. At the end of the day, it would be amazing to see Leeds win there, but don't think it'll happen. Reece Nelson is on the pitch. Didn't see who he come off for, but I'll let you know in a second. Could rewind, but I'm not going to, just in case I miss some of the action. Nakonga heads up, and it is dealt with by Brentford. Brentford bringing it forward. Canos puts the ball in, and there is Leno. Nakonga. Smith Rowe. Still going, Smith Rowe. Plays it back to Nelson, who plays in nobody. Trying to win the ball with Pinnock. Pinnock does very, very well. Or call as you like. And he's won a throw in. Brilliant from Pinnock. God, Thomas Frank's a strange looking bloke, isn't he? He's trying to bring up the crowd as Mikel Arteta's doing a lot of hand gestures on the crowd on the sideline as well. Norgard. Not Norgard, Delsgaard. Norgard, rather. And Buemo. Buemo puts it in. And it's going to be a throw-in. Arsenal bottling their chance to go top. I like Thomas Frank's person. Does seem pretty chill, doesn't he? Arsenal bottling their chance to go top. As always. It will be Sorensen to take this, I know, because he's the only one with that haircut. It's going to be a long throw-in. Ball comes in. Oh, yes! 2-0! It's Norgard! And Arsenal are in big trouble. And Arsenal are in big trouble here. They should have been defending that miles better. The throw-in comes in from Sorensen. Arsenal, it's just awful. It's awful. It's absolutely crap. It's awful. It's pissing about. And there is that Norgard. They don't clear their lines. It comes to Norgard and he puts it in the back of the net. 2-0. Picked up his parents from. That's nice, isn't it, Alex? Bet Norway can't wait to fans the boo. Ref blows for half full time. Also, bottom a chance to go top. Really, it could be that. It could be very difficult for Arsenal to go through now. I went for a draw. Didn't expect this. Everyone's going to be refreshing AFTV as soon as the final whistle goes. I'll probably watch it, to be fair. I'm not sure if they're there. That defending was not absolutely terrible. That is not good enough for a club like Arsenal. It was really poor. Really poor defending. Really poor. And now they've got 15 minutes to try and get back into this. It's typical Arsenal. It really is. They're always poor lately. Norgard fouls Smith Rowe and it will be a free kick. Even if they're men v boys. And look at that. They've got coming up. They've got Chelsea, Man City, and they've got Norwich and Burnley. 2 good games. And then Spurs at home. And then Brighton away. So they've got a couple of tough games. They could be in the relegation zone come the 4th game of the season. Smith Rowe, and it falls to Tierney and it goes wide. Even if they're not, they still do an interview like the end game of last season. Yeah, they do, don't they? Arsenal fans look deflated in the crowd. Brentford fans look elated in the crowd. Yeah, it looks like they're all at the game. Leopards don't change their spots. Well, I suppose it's not like a leopard changing their spots. It's just... I suppose it is, actually. Saka. Tierney. Saka. Free kick to Arsenal on the edge of the area. Surprised no one thought of a chant about AFTV when they were winning. Playing Arsenal away. Probably got bigger things to worry about than AFTV. They need to just see this next... So it's Martinelli who come off for Reece Nelson. You need to see the next sort of 5-10 minutes through, and I think they'll be fine. But a goal here would create a very tense ending. And it's Pepe over the bar. Don't mention that person, Jack. Arsenal fans look worried. It's going to be another sub for Brentford. It's going to be Bidstrup coming on for another Denmark player. Danish player, rather. Carlisle away to Swindon tomorrow. Nice. It's quite a long jaunt for Carlisle fans, that. But it's always a jaunt for them, isn't it? Because every game is really far away. Thanks so much for everyone who's tuned in so far. I really do appreciate it. And 11 new subscribers. I really do appreciate every single one of you. Lukonga. The clock is ticking down. Or ticking up. Reece Nelson. But this is going to give no end of confidence to Brentford if they were to see out this win. A win against one of the big boys to start the Premier League season. Be great. You know, you think of the sides that come up and then lose their first opening game. This will be a very, very big, particularly against such a big side. And Mbeumo. Janot. Out wide. And Mbeumo. Puts the ball in. It comes off Chambers. It will be a corner. Could another set piece be the undoing of Arsenal for a third? Gentleman's got an old Brentford logo hat, I just noticed. Here's Bidstrup coming on. And it's going to be Frank Onyeka to come off and make way. 80 minutes gone. 10 minutes left. Mads Bidstrup on. Arsenal picture summary coming up. Trust the process, then go on a losing streak, be 10th, then get a lucky win, then go back to 9th and be like, trust the process again. So, corner coming in. I might imagine a few Brentford fans will be waking up with headaches in the morning if only this was at Griffin Park. Yeah, but they needed to come out and expand ready for Premier League football, didn't they? Because that ground needed they needed all seat to be in Premier League. Oh! Leno came out and flapped, and that was Norgard again, almost 3-0. Was going to go, but Liverpool will be on after the game, so decided to stay home. All right, fair enough. Need to get TVs in on buses and things, on trains as well, so you can watch. I feel for Brentford that, yeah, same. It's really sad they couldn't say goodbye to the stadium. It's been knocked down as well. Chambers. But these things happen. Hereford's ground, most of their seats come from the baseball ground at Derby, which is a weird fact. Reece Nelson. Chambers' shot is blocked. Arsenal could well be bottom after opening weekend if no side loses by 3 goals or more. They'd be below teams that end up 3. Yeah, but I think somebody will probably... I think Palace might struggle against Chelsea. Obviously, Everton could beat Southampton fairly comfortably. Could happen, but it's only 2 goals, isn't it? Didn't know that. Yeah, true fact. Oh, so you're a Derby fan, aren't you? I hope Chelsea get a win against Palace. I think they will. I think Chelsea will be one of the sides that are in the conversation come the end of the season for sure. Years ago, Colour owners were planning to move our stadium Brunton Park, but that's gone quiet now. Probably will go quiet for a while. Nuno Tavares has come on for Callum Chambers as the last throw of the dice for Arsenal. Here is Tony. Well done by Arsenal. Arsenal could do a Callum Wilson. Yeah, they sure. Rory says Arsenal are shite. Yes, they are very, very poor today. I must admit, Rory. Whole of the country at the moment would be chanting in their heads, we want 3, we want 3. Brentford all the way. Played really well, Brentford. Brentford have played extraordinary. Ball comes in, headed away by Janssen. Xhaka. Ball comes in. Nelson. Tavares' shot is well over as we approach the 83rd minute of the game. Showing the long throw again. I don't think it actually takes a touch on anyone, off anyone. Also need to take some tips from us. They sure do. They sure do. Like I say, Hereford, the team I support, got promoted at Brentford many years ago. Now they're in completely different worlds. Arsenal fans are starting to leave. They've seen enough. They know what's happening. Brentford fans moved for Mikel Arteta wanting to stay. Here's Saka. Loses the ball. Bidstrup. Brentford top four. I'm not sure they're a top four club. Jeff, thanks so much for joining. How you doing? Tierney's ball in, away, and that will be a corner kick to Arsenal. Arsenal fans have had enough already. Yeah, you can't blame them. But it is the opening game. They should really still stay to the end. Ball comes in. Headed away. And headed away again. Well, we'll give it away again. They try again. Saka. Blocked and away by Bidstrup. Not gonna lie, I watched a few Arsenal TV videos after Euros to get me ready for the new season, especially when they had back. You're obsessed. You switched on and you were live streaming. Yeah, should be doing a lot more live streams. Xhaka's shot. And is wide of the mark. Final substitution for Brentford. And Buemo will be coming off. Or Buemo. They look good together. And Buemo and Tony, they've worked well together. Thomas Franks, Red Army. They played really well, dude. Really well. Marcus Forbes has come on for the final 5 minutes. I think Arsenal need Ramsdale now. I don't think it's been his fault, to be fair, the goalkeeper's fault. It's just been poor from Arsenal all over the place. Just seen a picture of the second goal. Janssen was basically blocking Leno. Well, if that was the case, why wasn't that picked up by VAR? I can't comment on it because I can't rewind all that way to have a look what happened. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because they should have been heading that away. Smith Rowe, he's fouled, but they're going to carry on. Here's Tierney. Tierney's pulls it back. Pepe! Really good save by Raya. Really good save by Raya. He's having a tremendous game. I wonder if Frank will get the credit that Wilder and Bielsa have got. Probably because he plays a nice style of football. They really press and they go from defence to attack. Someone send me a link to the second goal. Oh, Leno got blocked. I didn't notice that, but obviously it might have happened. But I can't go back. Really good save. Thanks for tuning in, Katie. Really appreciate it. Next Premier League manager to get the sack this season will be Arteta, says Eugene. I don't know. I don't think it will be Arteta. I think it might be the Watford guy. Noticed that. The defending was shocking nonetheless. Yeah, I didn't notice it, but the defending was so poor. It was just, they should have been moving the ball away. Here's Fours. Tony in the middle. Can he find him? No, he can't. And Tierney gets it away. I'm a Leeds fan. I think I'm sure tuning in. How you doing? Going to try walking football there, thinking of having a Blades team. That sounds really good. "88 minutes on the clock. It's going to be another throw-in. Sorensen to take again. Could there be another goal? They're singing their hearts out. In it comes. Headed away. Bidstrup. Will the goalkeeper get there? He will. Ivan Toney gets the man of the match. Good tackle by Pinnock and wins the throw-in as well. Very, very well. I think he's played pretty well today. Pinnock. Maybe he'd have been my man of the match, but Ivan Toney's the one that Carragher has gone with. Ben White got spun earlier on. And Burma. Yeah, he's not had the greatest game. Played well today, Brentford. Thoroughly deserve their win. Foul there, and it will be a free kick to Arsenal. Not sure I agree with Tony. No, I don't. I think that, as I say, Pinnock's had a good game. I think Janot's been involved. Yeah, Tony has played well. I just think for me, I think Pinnock's played very well as well. But at the end of the day. Bold, exciting, electric, special. Five added minutes. Tony wins the header, and it's now back to the goalkeeper, Leno. Every Brentford player should be man of the match. Superb. Yeah, they played really well. They have played very, very well. Just realised that the two should be slightly further over and slightly forward. Smith Rowe. Tavares. And Brentford, of course, will be top of the league. Maybe for a short while, but they will be top of the league. Tierney, Reece Nelson. Still going, Reece Nelson. Smith Rowe puts it up in the air and it falls down. Who is your favourite player? Player at the moment? I'm quite a big fan of Kevin De Bruyne. This is Brentford's only win. I don't think it'll be their only win. Remember to screenshot the table tonight. Exactly. If you're a Brentford fan, you need to have a look at the table because I don't think you'll be top of the Premier League for a long time ever again. Both sides have made 3 subs. Fours. Here's Ivan Toney. Still going and loses the ball. Here's Saka. Also, Brentford fans are singing "You're Going Down," I think. Saka's down. Goal kick. Next to the stream, right? No problem. Alex, thank you much for joining the stream. No, it's not a penalty. Yeah, not a penalty. Oh, I haven't even checked. How did... Oh, finish 1-1. Borussia Mönchengladbach. And Lorient won 1-0. Udinese won 3-1 in their game. And then also... Yeah. They're chanting at the Arsenal fans. 1 minute to go now. And it will be a Brentford win. Tierney's in. And no one's there in the middle. Very poor today from Arsenal. Very, very poor. Here's Nelson. Tavares. Tony, is he fouled? He is fouled. It will be a free kick. We've got 30 seconds remaining. There's Ian. Right. Steve Bauer is there next to him. Doesn't look very pleased with what he's seen. Arsenal fans be like, 1 down, 37 to go. You're right, Arsenal's still not good for the club. No, it's been poor. It's been poor, Rama. It's waiting for the clock. They got the camera on Frank, ready to go. There we are! Full time! It has finished 2-0 to Brentford. Do you think this is one of the teams where players play bad to get rid of the manager? No, because we're only 1 game into the season. That definitely wouldn't do that. Thanks so much for joining. I really do appreciate it. John Essing was tuning in. Everyone else, Jack, Alex, everyone else in between, Chris, Soa, Rama, everyone, Jeff, thank you much for joining. Everyone joining, I really do appreciate it. If you did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe if you are new. Thanks so much for joining. Brentford have won this game 2-0. Random realist, thanks so much for joining in, but I'm literally just finishing the stream. Thanks so much for watching. My name is Mike, and I will see you soon.